Watcher, Splat-Kahn here with a bit more StarMade for you, and today I'm going to be showing you the steps I took to modify this little TIE fighter. Okie dokie, so this is the Mark 1. This is the one that was originally uploaded onto the StarMade Dock, and I was pretty pleased with it. There's a couple of issues with it, and the main one was this. The core is a bit too close to the blast door above, which made getting in and out of the core a little bit difficult. You either got stuck in the door, or you was constantly closing or opening the door when you was trying to access the core. The other thing was I didn't really like the wings. I took the top and the bottom, trimmed the top and the bottom off. As you can probably see that I took the top and the bottom off. I thought the wings were slightly too big, so I did a bit of a trim on that. But other than that, it was a good first effort. Now moving on to the Mark II. Now I never released this, but as you can see, I closed off the top and I put a blast door underneath. This gives a little bit of extra wiggle room to access the core, but yeah, not really sort of prototypical really, is it? So basically what I did was I tidied it up, trimmed, as I said, I trimmed the tops off, and I changed the single little thruster out the back, and I put it in the put the twin ones. Now this is the Mark III, as you can just about see from underneath. There you go. I've blocked off the bottom, so that is now clear. And what I did was I moved the core position, so you access from this little hatch at the top, and the core is all the way down there, so you can literally climb all the way in. So how did I do this? Well, the way I did this was I cut and pasted it. I moved the core position, and I'm going to show you that in a second. Now as you can see, there's a couple of extra panels there. Now what I did was, you may spot, I've put some chambers into this to improve the power and to improve the speed. So here we are. So what I did was, here you go. I'm going to watch this carefully. I'm going to copy the entire ship, but to do that, because obviously you see the little edges, I need to put a little block in each corner just to kind of give me something to work from. So I'll just set up all the symmetry planes, and I'm going to whack a little block there, which should then cover every single part of the ship. And then that second one that's where I need, now from experience I know where I need to move the core. So I'm now going to copy the entire ship, and that's the ship copied. And let's just check to make sure that it's there. Yep, there we go, that's the entire ship. So let's delete the original. So using the same build area, you can select that and pop, all goes the ship. So that's everything. Now it tells you I can't delete the core, it's got to be the last thing, which is fine. I've got those little markers which I'll delete in a minute, but now I'm going to paste the ship back so that what I copied, and it will say I can only have one core, but that's fine. I still will only have one core, and that's the one that was originally there. The one that was in the original ship that I copied will disappear, so there'll be a hole where that core was. So we've got some chance to take that out. So let's get rid of these. We don't need these anymore, and we can actually have a look to see what we've got. So as you can see, well, okay, the door was obviously let's cut a hole. So we've got a cannon barrel there, and then we draw the drop down. So we just need to do some adjustment really, and then see what we can do. So the core's been moved back by 1 block and down by 1 block. So it gives you a little bit more space. As you can see, there's 2 blocks between that and the space. So let's press on with getting the ship updated. So there's all the cannons. So let's improve the cannons. So we're updating. I think this is the slave. Yes, this is the slave cannon. So we've got a little bit. So we're 100% now. I've still got the kinetic effect, but that was that. Let's take some of that out, and I'm going to take some of these thrusters out. Now, reducing the thrust was fine, doesn't really make a great deal of difference, because ultimately I'm going to put in a speed chamber, which will actually increase the speed up to higher than what the original ship was. So despite the fact that you're losing some thrusters, you are actually going to increase the top speed. Right, so let's specify that chamber, top speed, and level it up. Yep, there we go. So you've now got a top speed 3 chamber, and that's the power chamber. Can't really do much with power chambers because they do take quite a lot of reactor points, but the base enhancement, as you can see, gives you some better power management. And stick the symmetry back on and get rid of all of that, and then we'll start to fill in these gaps. And as you can see, I'm going to cover those reactor chambers up with some slabs, and that does not look good. I don't like that at all. So let's just put in another one. That conduit, that could kind of look like it's part of the engine system. So let's put some slabs over that and over that, and let's just do the same on here. And that's it. There we go. So that is almost that for now. So what can I do next? Well, I think we just need to just tidy it up on the inside, and just do a few little bits and bobs, just to kind of make it look a little bit better. So we just need to finish the front. So we're missing anything? Yeah, it looks like we're missing a faction module. So we've got that. Now that's the crystal needs to be replaced, because that's obviously for the weapon system, and we'll stick that, and we'll find a hole for the Bastion one. So let's find, we can stick it there. Yeah, I don't know why I did that, but anyway, so there is the crystal. This gives the weapons their green colour, and that will actually be hidden away with another block. Let's just check. There we go, nice green laser cannons. Job done. So the next little bit we need to do is stick a wedge in the middle, just to finish that bit off. Don't want to see that little cannon barrel, because that is part of, I think it's part of the secondary system. And give it this rack of fire. There's a little extra grey standard armour, and there is the Bobby AR module, so that you can literally just spawn this off and just set this just to kind of sit there and defend somewhere. And as you can see, there's Vicky behind, along with a Gazanti class cruiser, which was probably the main reason why I wanted this to have the top-down hatch, because there was no point climbing down the access ladder to then float to the underside of the ship in order to access the core. So it's part of the reason why I did this, and secondly I just wasn't happy with it all in all. So let's cover up that cannon barrel and that reactor block, and that is pretty much that. So let's just have a look inside. Let's make sure everything is okay. And it seems to be. So we should perhaps give this a fire. Right. I'm now on the outside. So let's jump back in. As you can see, straight down. You can look up and close the hatch above your head, and you can still move about, and you can still access the core. Weapons work, and thrusters work. There's something to shoot at. This is what we've been using as target practice. So we shall have a little strafing run on that. I think I'm in range. So let's give it a blast. As you can see, power stable with accelerating and deaccelerating. Power using the weapons is just about just over 50. That's 56%. So that's not too bad. Quite pleased with that. Right. So where are we now? Well, we're back in here, and this is another closer look at the Mark III. So what have we got? Let's look at the reactor. Okay, so 50% of that's used. You've got the base enhancement, and you've got the top speed of 3. Because I took some of the thruster modules out, it basically made it. It just made it slower. So increasing the speed made it a lot better. See, 1.3. That was a lot less, but the maximum speed is more than what it was. So it's kind of swings and roundabouts really. And as you can see, when you're flying around, accelerating, 56% again if you're firing and using thrusters, which is quite a good little bit. And let's find something to shoot at. So we've got a asteroid up here. So let's have a look, see what we can do. And yeah. So I think all in all, that's been quite a successful little update. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that and you found something useful in there. And well, I shall see you again in the next video. I don't know what I'm going to do next, but hopefully, like I said, hopefully this has been useful, and we'll see you when I see you.